Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready. 58, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Play action. It's Newton. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Kill, kill, kill.
Third and long. It's Newton. Finding room to the 20. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Look at it.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's Goff. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Jack Fox now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Kenny. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Gardner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. T.J. Logan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the 50, Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Braxton Miller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with Logan. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so possession goes over here on the punt, and the Pats will take over at their own 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Newton now to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Newton now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Braxton Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 2nd down, it's Logan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run on first down. Logan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Breon Bonnie Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 59. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Back now in Foxborough. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Rams.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Logan. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run with Penny, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Rolling to his right. He's got Green. But he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ricky. William. Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And this is caught by Jackson. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Fights through and now a crease. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.